Afternoon. Welcome to this live Streetsboro sports broadcast. Today, the Rockets host the Springfield Spartans. I'm Trevor Kimolowski, along with my partner,
Braden Posek.
Today's game is brought to you by Giannino's Pizza on State Route 303 in the Streetsboro Plaza. Giannino's offers pizza, chicken, and JoJo's, along with hot Italian subs. Have Giannino's cater your next party or event. Call Giannino's at 330-626-4700. That's 330-626-4700. Braden, what's going on? What's this game looking like today?
All right, so I'm going to start with a little bit of a recap for last season for you guys. So the Rockets were 23-4 overall with an 85 win percentage. That's 14-0 in the MAC, which put them as MAC champions. They were 10-2 at home, 11-1 away, and at 2-1 at neutral grounds. And a big loss that we've had is that Naomi Benson averaged 19.1 points per game, which we may see that affecting the team today. However, I'm not too worried about it because I know we still have a pretty strong team, but Naomi is now playing at D1 basketball at the University of Illinois. And as we get into this season, the Rockets are 1-0 overall, which that's with them recently beating Ellet 43-37. Ellet's always been a little bit of a tough competition, but I think it's a crucial win for us to win that first game of the season. Some key points of that game are that Mariah McIntosh had 16 points, which is impressive for a freshman, I gotta say.
Yeah.
She shot 70% from the field and 100% from the three-point line. And she had 5 blocks and 5 steals, which is also incredible.
Incredible stat line for a young lady like that. Only a freshman and already
first varsity game as well.
Already leading the team in a lot of categories there.
Exactly. Then senior Olivia Johnson-Wilson had 12 rebounds and 7 steals, which she's always been more of a defensive player than an offensive player. But that is still really good stats to be putting up for a first game. And Carly Bedford had 15 points as well. Then what's different this season is we lost key seniors such as Naomi Benson, like I already mentioned, Cynia Buell, and Reagan Hendon. And I'm ready to see who steps up next in their places.
Yeah. I agree, and we have a lot of seniors this year that really could step up into that. Carly Bedford, she's been doing great, not playing today, as I see her there in street clothes on the sideline. Looking down, we do have some other seniors, though. Olivia Johnson-Wilson, as you mentioned.
Claire Campbell,
Ava Bodovets. I know she's been a pivotal player on this varsity team, I think 2 years now.
Something like that,
I think she did play varsity as a sophomore, so I could foresee her going into a nice leadership position. But then even we do have some strong juniors on the court that could even be somewhat of a team leader. Ava Siciani, she's starting tonight actually for the Rockets, so look out for that.
Then as we shift over to Springfield, they're 0-4 overall, with Springfield losing by nearly 30 points every game, coming off a 55-18 loss to Southeast. We didn't have any stats for them, so that was rather unfortunate for us.
Yeah.
But we will get by just fine.
Yeah, I did. I got to have a quick conversation with their coach here before the game, and I just kind of asked him, who. The first question I asked him was, do you have any senior leaders on the team? People leading the charge. And he actually informed me they have no seniors on their lineup this year.
Wow.
No seniors. They have four freshmen, 3 sophomores, and 3 juniors. So a total of 10 players on their roster, and no seniors. Yeah. So it'll definitely be interesting. I'd love to see the dynamic of that work.
Yeah, me too.
Here as we're getting into the game.
All right, and what we can expect from this game is the Rockets to win with a substantial lead, given their track record of only losing a couple games in the past few seasons.
Coming up now. Still got a little bit of time for us to talk to you, but additionally, when I was talking to their coach, he did let us know number 5, Jill Inch, is their leading scorer for the Spartans. Leading rebounders are Aviana Williams and Elena Ziegler, leading in the rebounds, and he told us they're averaging about 23 points per game on the season.
Yeah, that's just about what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll be enough to take down the Rockets, but I'm sure they'll give their best effort. I'm sure they'll do just fine.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Education, Administration, Hall, Athletic Administrator of Streetsboro High School. We would like to welcome you to tonight's contest featuring your Streetsboro Rockets and the Springfield Spartans. In order to make today's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administration and authority figures, and of course your team and opponents. Let's make today's contest great by remembering to respect the game. At this time, we ask that you join us for the playing of our national anthem. Test, test. And we're back. Number 5, Jillian Inch. Number 14, Brianna Curry. Number 20, Aviana Williams. Number 22, Akana Ziegler. And number 40, Joelle Carter. The Spartans are coached by head coach Joe Polk. And now for your Streetsboro Rockets. Senior number 1, Olivia Johnson-Wilson. Senior number 3, Claire Campbell. Junior number 14, Ava Siciani. Freshman number 20, Mariah McIntosh. Ava Vodovitz. Your Rockets are coached by head coach Carl Singer and assisted by Ira Campbell, Brian Bedford, and Kevin Kukla. Good luck and have fun.
All right, so we were just moments away from tip-off here. You heard the starting lineups there from the PA announcer here. Looks like McIntosh is going to be tipping off here for the Rockets. She is the tallest on the Rockets roster, right? Or currently on the roster, I believe. Bedford has her.
Yeah.
Bedford does have her beat there, but Bedford not dressing tonight. So it'll be McIntosh and Inch
Mariah
tipping off.
McIntosh is 5'10", while Carly Bedford is 6 foot.
And there's a whistle. Tip off up. McIntosh gets it over to Bodovets. Bodovets over to Sisiani real quick. And now they're going. Pass is tipped by Carter. Carter, but regained by the Rockets. Now Bodovets has it. Bodovets driving in, looking for something. Passes out to Claire Campbell. Now Sisiani at the top. To McIntosh on the left wing. Now back to Campbell at the top of the court. They're moving around, moving the ball, looking for something. Goes in, out to Wilson. Wilson gonna reset here for the Rockets, get something going. Now she's at the top of the court, near half court. Now McIntosh has it, right wing with Inch on her. She drives in, loses the dribble a little bit, and it'll hit out of bounds. Ball going in the way of the Spartans. Inbounding it will be Inch for the Spartans. Inbounds it to Carter. Carter right back to Inch to run this offense. Inch leading scorer, Johnson Wilson right on her. Right as she crosses half court, a little bit of a screen action. Inch dribbling to the right, now gives it out to Curry. Curry at the top of the key, looking for something, gets a screen. Wilson goes through it. Wilson tight on her as she's down in the right corner. There was a pass across the court, and nobody's home. That'll go out of bounds to the way of the Rockets. Good defensive possession there for Johnson Wilson. They're fighting through those screens. Sisiani gives it to Wilson to bring it up the court. Wilson with Curry, close on her as she crosses half court. She'll give it out to Campbell on the right side. Campbell to Bodovets. Bodovets turns it over. Inch now driving for the Spartans. She goes in, left-handed layup. That goes up. That's good. Spartans take the lead by 2. Timeout called by the Rockets there. Coach Singer does not look very happy. You can even hear the Springfield coach from here. He's fired up right now. That was a very quick first few possessions there. Good defense on both sides of the court. And then Spartans got a nice steal there and took it away for a layup.
Wanting this win.
Yeah. Both teams are going to fight. As we said, the Spartans 0-4 on the season.
Yeah, the only thing about the Spartans is they do have a little bit bigger of a team than us.
Yeah. No, they do not.
Size-wise.
Oh, size-wise.
Yeah.
I thought you meant numbers-wise.
Not numbers.
So they only have 10 ladies over there on the bench, and
Yeah.
we'll see how that plays out getting later in the game. Here's Johnson Wilson taking it up the court. She dribbles around, drives in, goes to the right side, loses her dribble, and that'll be tipped out of bounds by Joelle Carter for the Spartans, so that'll stay Rockets ball under their own hoop. McIntosh inbounding it. She swings it up to Wilson at the top of the key. She drives in, looks for something, and the ball is stolen by Curry. Curry now driving. McIntosh hot on her heels. Campbell in front of her. She'll stop that dribble, and it is stolen by Johnson Wilson to the hands of Ava Bodovets. Now Campbell going quick with the layup, and she gives it over to Sisiani. That'll be good for 2. The game is all tied up here. 6 minutes left in the first quarter, and we're going quick. Inch traveling up, and Johnson Wilson with another steal gives it up, and that's good for 2. Now Rockets lead by 2. Inch going back ahead. Johnson Wilson playing a full court press here on her. She's hungry for that ball, looking for a steal. Inch gives it over to Carter. Carter now at the top of the key, kind of stuck between 2 girls. And joint possession, that's a jump ball going the way of the Spartans. They'll be
2
inbounding
steals
it.
from Olivia Johnson Wilson within this first quarter is pretty
2 steals already, and
impressive.
she's hungry for more. Now Inch to inbound it. Spartans moving around. She gives it in to Carter. Carter now with McIntosh on her tight. Throws up a pass. Almost stolen by Ava Bodovets. It gets tipped out of bounds. Spartans will retain possession down on their half of the court. Inbounding it this time is Curry. Curry looking for something. She gives it into Inch at the top of the court. Now Inch driving in down the right side baseline. She moves it over to the middle. Driving in for another. She went to go up for a layup. Passes it out to Williams. Williams shot no good. And it tipped out of bounds by the Spartans. That's going the way of the Rockets. Very fast-paced game here, Braden.
I know.
I
was expecting a little bit of a faster game, but...
And now Johnson Wilson gets the rebound full with Curry hot on her heels. Got a tight defense here. Johnson Wilson at the top of the key, motioning up McIntosh. McIntosh down into Bodovets. Bodovets. And they're going to get a jump ball there. Pass nearly stolen, but Bodovets retained possession there and it got the jump ball. It is now Rockets ball under the hoop. McIntosh will be throwing it in. She gives it up to Bodovets on the left elbow. Now Bodovets drives in, looks for something, goes up for a shot. They call foul called on the shot. She's going to the line. She'll be shooting 2. So now Bodovets with 2 shots. The Rockets lead by 2 with 5 minutes, 25 seconds left. First shot is up. That's good. Her first points of the game. Second shot up. No good. So Bodovets now on the board with 1. Rockets lead by 3. And the Spartans getting possession. Rockets running a full court man here. And pass is picked off by Bodovets. Bodovets to Wilson. Wilson with a quick jumper 2, and that one doesn't fall. Tipped out of bounds by Kendall Eppel, so that'll be Spartans' ball. Rockets staying in this full court press. Looks like they're doing a 2-2-1 style defense here. Eppel tight on it, and then Johnson Wilson playing tight defense. Tiziani with a steal. The ball gets tipped out of bounds by Carter for the Spartans. It'll be Rockets' ball. I like to see this aggressiveness out of the Rockets, though. It's very nice to see.
I would agree.
Johnson Wilson catches it inbound. Now at the top of the key, setting up the offense. Gives it to McIntosh on the right side, drives down to the corner, picks up her dribble, looking for something, finds Eppel cutting the lane. She kicks it out to Bodovets in the corner, drives. A little bit of a teardrop shot there, doesn't fall. Rebounded by McIntosh. McIntosh goes up, will draw the foul. She's going to the line.
It's been a pretty constantly aggressive game tonight.
Yeah, that was a very, very aggressive game tonight. And now McIntosh here at the line. First one doesn't fall, in and out of the rim. Down at the board, there's actually a substitution for Springfield. Number 42, Madison Edmond, coming in for number 40, Joelle Carter. There's that shot falls as the Rockets extend their lead to 4. And now the Spartans are going to take the ball up the court. Gives it back to Inch. Inch, deep pass down to Curry. Curry could not get it in time. That'll go out of bounds. Rockets ball on their own baseline. But Curry staying down there, plays some tight D. Backs off a little bit as Johnson Wilson brings it up the court. Crossing half court now is Johnson Wilson. Wilson over to Eppel. Eppel now picks up her dribble, gives it into Bodovets in the middle of the court. Kicks it out to Johnson Wilson, back up to Eppel at the top of the key. That's good. Or going up for a shot, that's good. Kendall Eppel for 3, extending the Rockets lead to 7. Now the ball swings out to Williams. Williams. Pass is almost intercepted by Ava Siciani. Siciani tips it out of bounds. Spartans ball. Campbell coming back in for the Rockets. As McIntosh will go have a seat for a little bit. Now it is Inch passing it in. She's looking for something. Timeout Spartans. So they're near close to that 5-second call.
And as we were speaking about Reagan Hedgen, she actually just walked into the stadium as we speak.
She's got to come back, support her teammates.
Yeah, she's probably on break from college right about now. So
yeah, getting close to that winter break time. And a decent crowd here for the Rockets, which is one thing that I always like to talk about whenever.
Yeah, and I see the boys are also coming to support the girls here, so that's always nice to see.
Yeah, the Rockets fans are very good about that. They come, fill up the stands, give a nice home court advantage to the Rockets.
Yeah,
with their noise. Now coming back onto the court. Looks like Inch is going to be inbounding it for the Spartans again. And the Rockets coming out in another full court press here. 2-2-1 again. Inch gives it in to Curry. Curry now dribbling. Campbell guarding her. Gives the pass up. Intercepted by Siciani. Siciani up to Bodovets. Bodovets at the top of the key. Pass is tipped. Johnson Wilson still gets it. Now dribbling around, looking for something. Gives it over to Eppel. Eppel down to Campbell. Campbell put up a 3. No good, off the rim. And that ball is hit out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by Williams there. Ref had a little bit of confusion which way the ball was going. Now Eppel to inbound it for the Rockets. She gives it up to Johnson Wilson at the top left of the court. And that ball is lost. picked up by Inch. Inch now driving with Johnson Wilson on her. She'll go in for a layup, and that one's good. Now Johnson Wilson back to bring it up for the Rockets. That's Inch's 4th point and the team's 4th point. Johnson Wilson gives it to Sisiani. Sisiani brings it up to Eppel. Eppel at the top of the key, swings it over to Campbell. Campbell on the left wing, puts up a 3. That's good. 12 points for the Rockets with 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Now it is Williams. Williams gives it back to Inch. Inch bringing it up for the Spartans, loses her dribble. Sisiani picks it up and is going up. Right-handed layup. Looking for a foul, no good. And then Campbell gets the rebound, puts it back for the Rockets. That's 14 points, up 10. Now Inch has it, trying to slow it down a little bit. Campbell and Wilson on her. Eppel picks off her pass going up the court, back to Claire Campbell. Campbell gives it to Johnson Wilson, who loses her dribble under the basket, goes up for a contested shot, and that's good. 16 for the Rockets, that's Johnson Wilson's 4th. And timeout Spartans. So just like that, the Rockets started a little bit slow, but then immediately got right back into it. And now they're just playing
They've
hard.
normally been good at that.
Yeah.
When they're down, they normally turn on the Jets.
And,
well, not even when they're down,
yeah.
necessarily. When they're slacking a little bit, they normally just turn on the Jets and just get right back in to the game.
Yeah, and the Rockets 12 points ahead right now. They went on a good run there where it was uncontested. I think it was what, 14 points uncontested?
It was
12 or 14 uncontested.
12 or 14 uncontested, which is still impressive.
That's a good run you want to have, okay?
Yeah.
If you get a run like that, that starts to create more space and more space for the Rockets to kind of work with, where they
especially in this first quarter. That's always nice to see.
Yeah, and that also gives them the availability to play that defense that they're playing, where they're playing that tight press zone defense, to where even if they get beaten in the defense, they have that buffer zone to be able to kind of not allow those points, but if something does happen, they can eat those points because they have such the lead. Coming back onto the court, a few new faces. McIntosh back on. Sarah Coyne for the Rockets. And number 12 for the Spartans, Kendall Furlong. Mounting it is Inch to Furlong. Furlong bringing it up. Crossing half court into a 2-man trap. Picks up her dribble. She gives it over to Inch. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Claire Campbell. Will remain the Spartans' ball. Inch inbounding it now for the Spartans. Inch gives it into Furlong. Furlong looking for something. She's dribbling around. Gives it up to Inch. Gets past to Ava Bodovets. Sarah Coyne picks it up down in the corner. Gives it pass straight to Kendall Eppel. Eppel to Campbell. Campbell now driving in. Gets it down to Coyne down beneath the basket. And that's good for 2. Her first points of the game.
That was a very good series of passes there.
Now Curry passes it. Furlong was not expecting it. Picked off by Ava Bodovets. She's up to Campbell. Campbell gets the pass, gives it up to Eppel to set up an offense here. Ava Bodovets now at the top of the key. Gives it over to McIntosh on the left side. McIntosh dribbling around the arc. Gives it up to Campbell on the right wing. Campbell shoots it. That one's no good. Rebounded by Bodovets. Bodovets now driving in for the putback. That's 2, no good. And now rebounded by Curry. Curry driving ahead of the Rockets. She's going to go up. Goes up for a layup. It's a little bit too hard. Goes past the rim. And now McIntosh has it in transition for the Rockets. She's going to drive into the hoop. And that travel called there. One too many steps slowing down there. Had a lot of momentum pushing up the court. Subbing in for Spartans is Riley Bittner, sorry about that. And Inch will bring it up for the Spartans. Crossing half court into Eppel and Campbell's double team. And now to Curry. Curry dribbling around the top of the key, picks up her dribble, looking for something, gives it out to Inch. Inch driving down the left sideline with Coyne on her tight, gives it in to Ziegler. Ziegler goes up for a shot, and there's a foul called on the floor. Spartans will be in, mounting it, but Sisiani coming in for Bodovets. Bodovets getting a little bit of a break here. With 1:29 left in the first quarter. Inbounding now is Inch. Inch gives it over to Bittner. Bittner goes up with a shot, no good. Rebounded by Coyne. Coyne gives it to Eppel to run the offense for the Rockets. They're moving quick. Coach Singer pushing them to go quicker. Coyne now back to Eppel. Eppel over to McIntosh. McIntosh goes up for three. That's good. Nothing but net. And now the Spartans keep the ball. Rockets 21, Spartans 4 with a minute left in the first quarter. Inch taking the ball to get it over half court, gives it down. Pass picked off by McIntosh, straight over to Coyen. Coyen bringing it up for the Rockets now. Back to McIntosh at the top of the key. She gives it over to Campbell in the right corner. Shot no good. Rebounded by Eppel. Eppel gets it, gives it up to McIntosh. McIntosh fouled there, catching the pass by Curry. That'll be Curry's first foul of the game. Now subbing in is Hoffman for Eppel for the Rockets. And coming back in is Williams for Inch for the Spartans. Now here's McIntosh to inbound the ball. Campbell coming up. Gets the ball in her. Swings it down to Hoffman. Hoffman at the arc. That's the two, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Siciani. 40 seconds remain. Inbounding it is Curry. Curry to Furlong. Furlong now bringing it up for the Spartans. She gives a deep pass up to McIntosh, picked off. Now McIntosh driving. She's going to go up and goes up for two. No good. Campbell up to Coyen. Coyen to Siciani. Siciani driving in. She's going to go up with a jumper. No good. Rebounded by Hoffman. Hoffman kisses it out to Campbell. Campbell swings it to Coyen. Loses the ball, who's now at the top of the corner. And now here's McIntosh. McIntosh drives in, finds Coyen cutting, and that's good for two. Two more for Coyen. That'll bring her up to 4 points on the night. Rockets up 23-4 as time expires for the first quarter.
Now, what I've seen in that first quarter is that they're not relying solely on one person, which is good. They're all spreading out. They're all getting equal opportunities to score.
Yeah.
Unlike when they were just mainly pass the ball to Naomi.
Yeah, like I mean, looking at the points here, the majority of the girls who have played have 4 or 5 points.
Yeah.
So it's a nice joint effort here from the Rockets.
I mean, I would agree. I think that's honestly their strong suit this game.
Yeah.
Is that they are sharing the ball and they're not hogging it, not solely relying on one person to do everything. Everybody has their part on the court, and they all know that part. And I think that's where they're succeeding.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, Braden. That's the one thing is when you lose a star player like Naomi Benson that kind of took control of the court when she was on there, you got to figure out a nice way to kind of move past that. How is this team going to be now that we're not Naomi Benson? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we had some excellent athletes last year that kind of got overshadowed by that.
Yeah, 100%, and that's a great way to put it.
So the Rockets
And I've also been really impressed with McIntosh this game.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen her play, but she's been doing phenomenal. She's been a unit on the court, to say.
Multiple steals here for the Rockets. Good buckets, a beautiful-looking three.
Yeah, and a lot of our players also have threes. I think we're looking at 4 or 5 threes so far.
Yeah, now Curry inbounding it to Inch. Inch taking it up for the Spartans. Johnson Wilson tight on her. Gets past the screen, moving around, looking for an opening. And Inch just can't get anywhere. Moving around, looking for a pass. 5-second violation on the Spartans.
Rockets have been playing really strong defense this game.
Yeah, their defense is good. Curry now guarding Johnson Wilson. She takes it up for the Rockets. She gives it over to McIntosh. McIntosh to Siciani. Siciani driving in, looking for something. And a little bit of a hop there. Call to travel. So the Spartans will get the ball. So we're just starting the second quarter here. And now here's Curry. Gives it back to Inch to start off this Spartans offense. She gives it up to Curry quick. Curry driving in, looking for something. Puts up a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Coyen. Coyen now looking for a pass. McIntosh. She just boxed out Olivia Johnson-Wilson to get that pass, but now it's Campbell on the left side. Campbell puts up a three. That's no good. Rebounded by herself. Tipped out to her from McIntosh. Now it's Johnson-Wilson down to Siciani. Siciani for three. That's no good. A little long. Coyen with the putback. No good. Rebounds her own shot. Gives it up to Campbell. Campbell to McIntosh. McIntosh, three. That one doesn't fall either. Rebounded by Inch. Now the Spartans take control. Pushing up the court quick with Johnson Wilson on her tail. Johnson Wilson, another steal. Ooh, diving for it. Didn't get it.
Looks like she got her leg grabbed while she was falling, and she kind of flew a little bit from it.
A little bit of a tangle there between legs. Everyone going for that loose ball. And now here is Curry. Curry now bringing it up for the Spartans. She puts up a 3. That's no good.
Wow.
Rebounded by Curry, or not Curry, Siciani. Sorry, I had the wrong team there. Siciani now with a shot from 3. That's no good. McIntosh gets it. Now up to Claire Campbell on the left wing. Back down to McIntosh, left corner. McIntosh looking for something. Gives it up to Johnson Wilson at the top of the key. Johnson Wilson trying to set up an offense. Gives it to Siciani. Siciani down to Coyen. Coyen going up for 2. She'll get fouled going to the line. A lot of ball movement here for the Rockets. I love to see it. You know, the best way to create opportunities is by moving that ball around and not just staying still. And the Rockets are doing a good job of that.
Yeah, getting 2 or 3 passes before shooting.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah. Coyen's first shot falls. That's good. Now subbing in for the Spartans is Furlong and Edmond. Inch getting a little bit of a rest there. Coyen's second shot, getting ready now. That one's no good. Lane violation on the Spartans, so Coyen gets another shot at that one. Left a little bit early. Coyen's second shot, no good as well. Tipped out of bounds by Carter. Stays the Rockets ball. McIntosh inbound it for the Rockets. Gives it to Coyen. Coyen under the basket, goes up for 2. That one will be good. 26 points for the Rockets, 7 for Coyen. Now Furlong bringing it up for the Spartans. Furlong gives it over to Carter. Carter down low. Ball slips a little bit on the pass, and that'll sail out of bounds. Bodevet's coming in for Coyen now. Now Johnson Wilson to bring it in for bring it up for the Rockets. She crosses half court, driving in quick. Gives it to Siciani. Siciani down to McIntosh. McIntosh driving, puts up a 2, no good. Rebounded by Johnson Wilson. Up to Campbell. Campbell deep 3. That'll fall.
That's going to mark her second 3 of the night.
And that was about 3 feet behind the 3-point line she shot that from. That was a deep one. Now Johnson Wilson picking up Furlong at half court. Furlong over to Carter. Carter driving in, puts up a 2. That's no good. Rebounded by Siciani. Siciani now giving it up to Johnson Wilson. Johnson Wilson driving, looking for something. She drives in, spin move. No good on the shot. Rebounded by McIntosh. And it'll be a jump ball staying in the possession of the Rockets.
And as we're approaching half of the second quarter, the Rockets are holding them to no points.
Yeah, no points in the second quarter. And now here's McIntosh inbounded to Campbell. Campbell now gives it back to McIntosh, bringing it up to the top of the key to Johnson Wilson. Johnson Wilson for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Bodevets. Bodevets going for a putback. And now Siciani. Siciani passes out to nobody as it'll go out of bounds. Last there we did miss a sub there. Curry came back in for the Spartans. Now here's Eppel. Who else came in there? Just Eppel. Got a little confused. McIntosh thought it was our ball, so she was standing out of bounds. Now here is Furlong to bring it up for the Spartans. She's looking for something. Catches it. Johnson Wilson. Johnson Wilson caught by a screen, picked up by McIntosh, and now it's Furlong down in the corner. Loses her dribble. Tipped out of bounds. Oh, no, it was not. Out of bounds on Furlong. And now it is the Rockets' ball. Johnson Wilson bringing it up with Curry, playing tight defense. Now Johnson Wilson driving, kicks it out to Eppel. Eppel looking for something. She's on the right wing, drives in. Ball gets stolen by Carter. Now it's Curry driving it up the right side. Double team on her. She passes it up to Curry. Curry gets it in the key. And now there is Furlong. Furlong on the left side. Passes it into Curry. Curry looking for something. Gives it over to Edmond. Tipped out of bounds by McIntosh. Stays Springfield ball. Inbounding it. Pass gets stolen by Kendall Eppel. Now Johnson Wilson going quick in transition. She has Sisiani. Sisiani open under the basket. Gets a good layup there. Fighting through some contact. Now Furlong to bring it up for the Spartans. She uses it up. Gets past the double team. Drives in. Goes up for two. That's good. Great playmaking ability there from Furlong. Got a nice dribble moves to get through the defense and up for two. 31-6. Spartans take a timeout. 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
A 31-6 lead is not as bad as I was going to think it was going to be, but I'm not complaining at all. I think it's good for the Rockets to have such a strong lead right now.
Yeah.
And I think we'll start seeing some JV players come in soon.
Yeah, and the Spartans, though, they are looking good for being such a young team with no senior leaders. Like, you can see they're just learning how to play together at a varsity level.
Yes, like their coach was saying,
Yeah.
they were playing separately and they need to play basketball.
Yeah. And also, I would love to see more movement out of the Spartans when they're down on offense.
Yeah, I think
that's one of the things is they're very stagnant.
I think that's one of their weak points is
Yeah.
that they're trying too hard to get themselves points.
Yeah, and they're very stagnant, so it's hard to get open for passes because they're staying still. So,
But at the same time, I do have to credit them because the Rockets' defense is
yeah,
pretty good. I mean, we've always seen a strong defense from the Rockets, but I think it's been exceptional this year.
yeah. And now here's Sisiani, gives it into Bodovets at the top of the free throw line, gives it down to Eppel. Eppel's free layup, no good. And now Sisiani playing defense on Carter, who got the rebound. Carter bringing it up for the Spartans. She dribbles in, loses the ball, and off her foot, out of bounds. Now Sisiani giving it in to McIntosh. McIntosh bringing it over half court for the Rockets. It's the top of the key, looking for something, gives it over to Eppel, bottom right corner. Now into Ava in the paint. Now up to Campbell at the top of the key, over to McIntosh, left corner. Up to Sisiani back at the top of the key, over to Eppel, right wing, down to Campbell in the right corner, up for three, no good. Ball is rebounded by Williams. Williams gives a pass up, no one home. That'll go out of bounds. Rockets ball, 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Coyan subbing in. Sisiani is going to go take a sit down. Oh, here's McIntosh again for the Rockets. Gives it over to Coyan. Coyan down to Eppel. Eppel driving in a little bit. Finds Bodovets in the paint. No good. That shot is no good. And now Curry taking it up for the Spartans. Gives it to Inch. Inch driving. Ball gets stolen by Bodovets. Bodovets keeps it inbounds, but that gets picked up by Ziegler. Ziegler over to Curry. Curry now driving into Eppel. Loses the ball a little bit. And that ball is stolen by Eppel. Curry still fighting for it. Gives it down to McIntosh at the paint. Goes up for two. That's another layup for McIntosh. First 6 point on the night. Now here's Inch. Inch driving in. Coyan tight defense. Gives it up to Curry at the top. Curry puts up a three. No good. And it'll roll out of bounds. Looks like it's off of a Spartan there. Or off of Coyan there. Sorry. Spartans ball. Coming in for the Spartans is Furlong again. Curry going to go get a seat. Now the ball gets up to Furlong. Furlong for three. That's no good off the rim. Bodovets gets the rebound, driving up the court. She gives it over to Campbell. Campbell tips it out of bounds, going back the way of the Spartans. Now here's Inch to inbound it. Gives it into Furlong. Furlong now going. Crossing half court, Campbell on her tight. She drives in again, left side, goes up for a shot. Blocked by McIntosh, gives it to Campbell. Campbell now to Eppel. Eppel going up into the paint. Puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by McIntosh. Put back and one. McIntosh going to the line. She's at 8 now, looking for her 9th point on this free throw. Springfield coach coaching up her girls hard.
Yeah, she does not seem to be too happy right now.
Now here's McIntosh with the free throw. McIntosh sinks it. That brings her up to 9 for today. Now inbounding it is Inch for the Spartans as Hoffman subs in for McIntosh. Give her a little bit of a breather. Furlong bringing it up, gives it over to Inch. Inch crossing half court with Montgomery guarding her. Now Campbell picks off a pass, is driving into the paint, goes up for 2, layup, another and 1 for the Rockets. Campbell at 10 points now, looking for 11. Apple also got a seat in that last substitution. Mackenzie Montgomery, freshman for the Rockets, came in. As Campbell lines up for her free throw. She sinks it, no problem. Rockets up to 39-6. Minute 42 left in the second quarter. Now here's the inbounding. Hinch bringing it up for the Spartans. Slowing it down a little bit, trying to set up something. Gets a screen to the right. Picked up by Sarah Coyen. Now Inch driving, looking the way into the paint. She doesn't find anything on the right side. Gives it up to Ziegler. Ziegler drives in, puts up a shot from the arc. No good. Now Campbell bringing it up for the Rockets. Quick in transition again. Gives it down to Montgomery. Montgomery puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by herself. And now here's Campbell. Campbell over to Bodovets. Bodovets pump fake. Drives in. Teardrop floater. No good. And Hoffman got the rebound. Ziegler urging to get that. Reaches over the back a little bit. Now coming in for the Rockets. London, do you know her last name? We do not have her on our roster. Oh, London Smith, coming off of the JV, didn't have her on the varsity roster as Sisiani steals the ball, gets a bucket. And now here is Furlong for the Spartans. She's driving up. Gets a ball, shot no good. Rebounded by Sisiani. Sisiani gives it up to Coyen. Coyen now under the basket, drives a little bit. And Hoffman gets the rebound, puts it up for a good 2. Here's Inch to bring it up for the Spartans. Inch now passes it. Ball tipped out of bounds by Edmond. It'll go the way of the Rockets. Like Montgomery is going to be leading the Rockets offense as a freshman here. Bringing it up past half court, 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Some substitutions for the Spartans. Number 1, Layla Bailey coming in, as well as Kaylee Edmond. Now driving is London Smith. Smith no good. Sistiani gets it out. Hoffman for 3. Oh, 2. Sorry, toes were on the line. That's a 2. As we hit halftime.
Yeah, they counted that as a 2.
It was a 2 there. Was just slightly too far forward. Got a toe on the line. Knocks that down to a 2 as we're getting into halftime now. So 45-6. Rockets are leading as we head into half. Intense first half for the Rockets.
I think they've been consistently putting up points, which is good, and they only hold and they only held the Spartans to 2 points in the entire second half, or in the
Yeah.
entire second quarter. We got Claire Campbell leading with 11 points, shortly followed by McIntosh with 9. And we have points all across the board. I think everybody who's played in this game has scored a couple of points.
The majority, yeah. A few
Yeah.
of the ones that got there right
Yeah,
at the end haven't
yeah.
scored yet, but
And I think that's only 2. That would be London Smith and Mackenzie Montgomery,
yeah, I believe that's it.
which that's pretty impressive. It shows how they're able to work together.
Yeah. I agree, and so we're going to be taking a short break here for halftime. See you guys in about 8 minutes.
50/50 raffle coming around to benefit Streetsboro's community Christmas. Please consider donating to a great cause. Thank you.
Welcome back to the second half of today's games. We've got about a minute left in the halftime. The Rockets lead the Spartans 45-6. Today's game is brought to you by Genio's Pizza on State Route 303 in the Streetsboro Plaza. Genio's offers pizza, chicken, and JoJo's, along with hot Italian subs. Have Genio's cater your next party or event. Call Genio's at 330-626-4700. That's 330-626-4700. Very dominant first half for the Rockets. Braden, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, the Rockets have been excelling on offense and defense, so both sides of the ball, their defense has been incredible, getting steals back-to-back sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah, a lot of times the Rockets have had multiple steals in a row, and that really helps because then you're getting uncontested points.
Yeah, they're getting offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. Then their scoring has been rather spread out amongst all the players, like I mentioned earlier.
Campbell, though, leading the team in points, got 11 right now. Taking the court for the Rockets will be Bodovets, Sisiani, Campbell, McIntosh, and Epple. For the Spartans, we got Curry, Ziegler, Carter, Williams, and Inch. So back to their starting lineup while the Rockets shook it up a little bit. Rockets will get the ball to start the second half. Now here's Sisiani, giving it in to McIntosh. McIntosh now bringing it up for the Rockets. She swings it over to Campbell on the left side. Now to Sisiani in the bottom, or in the left corner. Back up to Campbell at the top of the key. Back down to Sisiani. Into Bodovets in the paint. She drives in, looks for a pass, gives it up to McIntosh. Right wing, puts up a three. That one no good. Bodovets keeps it inbounds. Campbell gets that tip in, and now stolen by Curry. Curry now driving for the Spartans. Loses her dribble a little bit. Stolen by McIntosh. McIntosh now loses the dribble, and it'll be jump ball. Staying in possession of the Spartans. Inbounding it for the Spartans will be Curry. Coming up to get it is Inch. Inch now driving in. Shakes up Epple a little bit, and that pass tipped out of bounds by Curry, going the way of the Rockets. McIntosh bringing it up for the Rockets once again. And now, here's Epple. Epple on the right wing. Gives it up to Campbell at the top of the key. Swings it over to McIntosh. McIntosh on the left side. Up to Epple back at the top. Trying to set up an offense here. Bodovets working the paint a little bit. But Sisiani has it in the right corner. Loses the dribble a little bit. Keeps it. Epple cutting left side. Gives it up to McIntosh. Now to Campbell. Campbell's pass tipped. Stolen by Curry. And she's fighting for something. Looks like we're going to get another jump ball. This one stays Rockets, or this one goes to the possession of the Rockets. They'll be mounting it under their own hoop. Coming in for the Spartans is Furlong, subbing out Curry. McIntosh inbounding it to Campbell. Campbell, left wing. Gives it up to Epple at the top of the key. Epple moving around, looking to start the offense a little bit. Gives it back to Campbell. Campbell now giving it over to McIntosh. McIntosh right side, gives it in to Sisiani. Sisiani now going up. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Bodovets. Bodovets now driving in. Gives it over to Sisiani. Sisiani under the basket. That's good for two. Great play there by Bodovets. Great court awareness to swing it around that Springfield defender. And now it's Furlong bringing it up for the Spartans. Campbell on her. She goes over to the left side. Now picks up her dribble, gives it in. Pass intercepted. And a loose ball. Campbell gets it, gives it up to Sisiani. Sisiani now bringing it up the court for the Rockets. Furlong behind her. She goes up. Gives it over to Bodovets. Bodovets goes up for two, no good. Rebounded by McIntosh. McIntosh out to Sisiani. Sisiani deep two, no good. Rebounded by Ziegler. Ziegler gives it over to Inch. Inch now bringing it up for the Spartans, slowing it down a little bit. She'll drive in. Gives it over to Ziegler. Ziegler, the pass is picked off by Sisiani. Another steal for the Rockets. She goes up for two, and that's good. Sisiani now at 10 points. as Inch brings it up for the Spartans. Driving in is Inch. Inch gets fouled on her shot. She'll be going to the line. First foul, Knebel. That'll be her first foul of the night, or of the afternoon, I guess. I'm used to the night games, man. This is weird.
That's what I'm saying. It's only 1 o'clock. Normally I'm used to like 5 or 7. I mean, I'm not complaining. Nothing wrong about a midday game.
Inch's first free throw falls.
It's just basketball earlier.
Yeah, a little bit earlier. Inch's second shot, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Ziegler. Sisiani to inbound it to McIntosh, bring it up for the Rockets. McIntosh crossed half court with Furlong. Now it is over to Campbell on the right side. She brings it up top, back to McIntosh. Furlong on her. Over to Eppel. Eppel left side, puts up a deep 2, no good. Rebounded by Bodovets. Shot no good. Sisiani gets a put back. That'll fall. She gets up to 12, leading the team in points now. 51 for the Rockets, 7 for the Spartans. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Now here's Furlong. Furlong picks up her dribble, gives it over to Williams. Williams doesn't get the pass, but it is picked up by Ziegler. Timeout, Springfield. And the Rockets do have a big substitution coming in. It looks like might be a 5-man sub. It will be. So coming in for the Rockets is London Smith, Mackenzie Montgomery, Sarah Coyne, Abby Hoffman, and I'm not sure. I don't know who that other substitution is. We don't have him on our roster here.
Is it number 2?
No.
Well,
I'm trying to find a number on the jersey here now.
Well, just give it 1 second.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get a name here.
I'm sure we got it.
Yeah. Possibly Maya Taylor.
20. Is it number 20?
22.
No,
that is
22.
That is not the 22 we have on roster. So I believe Maya Taylor coming from JV here. I'll let you know there.
22.
The Rockets pulling up some different people off the bench here.
All right.
And while we were trying to figure that out, there was a foul on the Rockets there. So the Spartans will be going to the line. It is number 22, Aliana Zeiger. Her first shot falls. Now lining up for the second free throw, Coyne and Taylor for the Rockets. Down low for the rebounds. Second shot up. Doesn't touch. That'll be Rockets ball. And now Montgomery to bring it up for the Rockets. She gives it over to Hoffman. Hoffman puts up a deep 2. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. Taylor tries to pass it out off of a defender. Gets the ball back. Gives it into Coyne in the paint. Coyne now looking around. Swings it over to London Smith. London Smith for 3. That's a deep one. That's good off the backboard. And now it's Furlong bringing it up for the Spartans. Over to Williams. Williams now bringing it around the top of the key, looking for something. She gives it over to Ziegler. Ziegler now driving in on Hoffman. Puts up a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Inch. Inch puts up a putback. That's good for 2. Spartans now at 10. Rockets at 54. Minute 31 left in the third quarter. Montgomery now gives it over to Hoffman. Hoffman, the left wing, gives it up to Smith at the top of the key. Over to Montgomery. Now Montgomery bringing it in a little bit. She kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Coyne and a putback. Extend the Rockets lead to 46. And now here's Furlong to bring it up for the Spartans. Once again, London Smith on her tight. She's bringing it over to the right side, drives in, looks for something, can't find a pass, and they're going to go to a jump ball there. Stay in possession of the Spartans. Subbing out is now Ziegler and Williams. Coming in is Curry and Edmond. Carter has it on the baseline, driving in, looking for something, gives it over to Furlong. And now it's back to Carter on the left side. Into Inch in the paint. Shot no good. Rebounded by Mackenzie Montgomery. Now she's driving up the court. Got 2 options, 3-on-2. And that ball tipped out of bounds by Hoffman. Going back the way of the Spartans. As the clock is ticking down for final 15 seconds of the third quarter. Here's Furlong for the Spartans. She drives to the left, looking for something. Gives it over to Inch. Inch now driving into the paint. Kicks it up to Curry. Curry for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by no one as time expires in the third quarter. So we got 1 quarter left. Rockets lead by 46. And a lot of depth coming in for this game. Another player not dressing for tonight's game, Carmen Marcini, who broke her nose over the summer.
Yeah, I thought she was playing, though. I
She
thought
is-
she played in the first game.
I believe her and Bedford both did. They might just be taking the day off, give a little bit of rest.
I know Bedford is signing to a college later today.
She is, yeah.
So is Kendall Epple.
Yeah, Epple and Bedford both signing today, later today, I think at 4:30.
I
Or
believe it
4
was at
o'clock. 4
4.
o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Here at
Then,
the Streetsboro
yeah.
Performing Arts Center, they'll be doing their athletic signing while the boys are playing.
yeah, and if I believe correctly, Kendall's going for track and Carly's going
Carly's
for
basketball.
basketball.
Yeah.
It's great to see in our school. I mean,
And you
this
know,
week we saw 2 of our football players.
yeah, Cooper
Cooper and
Richmond
Arthur.
committing to or signing to Columbia University, and Arthur Scott committing to Wisconsin. And the one thing I love to see, we got another player coming in here for the Rockets. I believe it's Mihar Dillon, subbing in for Sarah Coyne.
So now we have a very young squad out on the court.
I think majority freshman and sophomore, 1 junior. As London Smith has it on the right wing, gives it up to Hoffman up top. Down to Montgomery, left corner. She goes up for 3. That's good. Montgomery now getting on the board with 3 points. Here is Furlong. Furlong gives it over to Carter. Carter now driving in for the Spartan. Kicks it out to Curry. Curry and Smith fighting for the ball. Will be a jump ball call there. Stays the way of the Spartans. And you can see Curry getting a little frustrated here. So getting into the fourth quarter. Great inbound it for the Spartans. She gives it up. That ball's going. Gotten by Smith going the other way. Now she's got an open layup. That's good. Smith, her second time scoring today, brings her up to 5 on the day. Now here's Furlong. Furlong giving it up. Smith on her. She passes it over. Passes picked off by Hoffman. Hoffman now driving. Loses the ball, but picked up by Dillon. Ball's loose. Hoffman on the ground. Another jump ball here. As there will be a substitution. The Rockets subbing in Sadie Honorath, I believe. Another freshman here for the Rockets, and that'll take out Abby Hoffman. Now here's Smith to inbound it. Smith gives it up to Montgomery at the top of the key. Montgomery setting up the offense, gives it over to Smith on the right wing. Smith drives in, goes up for a shot. And I believe there was a charge call? Or a block? I didn't quite see the call there. Well, the Rockets keep the ball, so possibly a
I'm
block.
not sure what that call was.
Spartans to make another sub. Subbing out is Curry
I gotta
and
say, I am surprised that they stopped the game
Yeah.
so they could come in.
well,
Especially when the ball was in motion, too.
They blew the whistle, but the one official didn't hear it and gave the ball. But yeah, ball is tipped back out of bounds by Carter. Honroth inbounding it for the Rockets, trying to find something. Tipped out of bounds again by Carter. And we're just staying under the hoop here. Now here's Honroth, gets it in to Smith. Ball's loose. Carter gets it for the Spartans. Stolen, almost stolen by Smith. And now here's Carter bringing it up for Spartans. Deep pass, no good.
A little bit high of a pass.
A little high to Williams, so that'll be Rockets ball. Honroth getting it in for the Rockets to Montgomery to bring it up. Montgomery now driving in. Gives it over to Honroth. Honroth at the top of the key. Finds Taylor. Taylor now back to Honroth on the left wing. Gives it up to Montgomery. Pass is picked off by Williams. Williams now driving. Montgomery on her. Loses the ball. Ball got by Montgomery. And back into the hands of Williams for the Spartans. Now Carter at the top of the key for the Spartans. Gives it over to Bittner. Bittner now with a shot, no good.
I gotta say, I'm not too sure what the motives behind that shot were, but didn't work out too well.
Looks like Bittner very upset there on the bench. As Curry will sub in for her. Now here is Montgomery. Montgomery at the top of the key. Gives it in to Dillon. Dillon out to Honroth. Honroth missed the shot, rebounded by Montgomery. Shot's no good. And Montgomery gets her own rebound after some tap. And down to Taylor in the key. She's fouled. She's going to the line, shooting two. Trying to get on the board here. Rockets up by 51, 3:45 left in the fourth quarter. Spartans looking to make a sub after this first shot here. Here's Taylor, first shot, no good. Subbing in for the Spartans, we have Bailey, Kaylee Edmond, and one other substitution I missed there. I believe it was Kendall Furlong coming back in. Taylor's second free throw up. That one's good. Rockets extend their lead to 62-10. Now Furlong to take it up for the Spartans. Here's Furlong. Furlong gets a screen, moves it over to the right side. Ball out of bounds. Stays the way of the Spartans. And mounting it will be Furlong. Furlong gets it into Williams. Williams up to Bailey at the top. And now it's in the hands of Kaylee Edmond. Edmond bringing it up top. She's looking around. Pass stolen by London Smith. London Smith open, driving, goes up for a layup. No good. Rebounded by Williams for the Spartans. And now we got a jump ball again. This one will stay possession of the Spartans. Subbing in, we have Madison Edmond for Aviana Williams. 2 minutes left in the game. Furlong bringing it up for the Spartans. Rockets lead 62-10, pardon me. Now here's Furlong. Smith on her. Top of the key, gets screen. Moving around, drives in. Loses the ball. Out of bounds off of Taylor. It'll stay Springfield ball down under their own basket. And mounting it is Furlong. Furlong finds Zeigler. Zeigler now gives it up to Kaylee Edmond. And back to Furlong on the right side. She drives in, looking for something. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Montgomery. Montgomery now driving fast in transition. And she goes up. Fouled on the shot. She'll be going to the line. The foul falls on Kaylee Edmond, her first of the game. Montgomery now, 3 points, going up with her first free throw. It's no good. Stayed line up for the second. Second free throw falls. Rockets 63 now.
And we did forget to mention that there is a running clock.
Oh, yeah, there is a running clock now.
And I think that comes when you are up by 35 points.
I believe so. Now Furlong up for the Spartans. Tipped out of bounds by London Smith. Inbounding it now for the Spartans is Kaylee Edmond. She gives it into Furlong. Furlong. London Smith on her tight. 25 seconds left in the game. Furlong looking to just get some more points here as the ball is stolen by Montgomery. Montgomery now going down. She goes up for two. No good. Rebounded by Ziegler. Ziegler now. Ball stolen by Honroth. Honroth down to Montgomery. Montgomery up for two. That one's good. She's up to 6 points now. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll be the end of the game. So getting into the end of the game, Rockets defeated the Spartans 65-10, 55-point deficit. Great game for the Rockets there. They showed some great defensive skills.
Yeah, I mean, even on offense, they showed great skill. I think all around they were a really good team today.
It was a very, they played very well rounded. A lot of people got opportunities and points there. So
I think everybody that played got a point or two.
Yeah.
No.
Nearly everybody that got in.
I think it was
did
everybody
score.
but 2 people that
Yeah.
scored, which is
nearly the entire team scored there.
yeah.
So that's awesome to see for the Rockets, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Rockets 65, Spartans 10. Braden, who do you think we're going to be looking at for player of the game here?
Let's think.
We had a lot of scores.
Yeah. I'm thinking
Campbell and Siciani.
Yeah, I'm either thinking Claire Campbell, Sarah Coyne, McIntosh, or Siciani.
I really think
I think Olivia Johnson-Wilson could also be up there.
she was very good offensively to facilitate the ball. She's not a very big scorer.
Which that's not always what you need.
No.
She got a lot of steals, a lot of rebounds.
Yeah. I think I'm really looking at Siciani here for player of the game. A lot of steals, 12 points.
I think that'd be good.
So
I think I'm all right with that.
today's player of the game is Ava Siciani. Ava Siciani will receive a larger 2-item pizza from Giannino's Pizza on State Route 303 in Streetsboro Plaza. Congratulations to Ava. Once again, our final score, 65-10. Rockets defeated the Spartans. Join us for our next game. Do you know when the next game is for you guys? I'm filling in for Cam, by the way. This is not my typical chair. I believe it's
20th.
Yeah, the 20th will be the next game for the Lady Rockets as they host, I believe, Cloverleaf? I believe
I'm
it's
not
Cloverleaf.
too sure on that.
Yeah, today's game has been brought to you by Giannino's Pizza on State Route 303 in the Streetsboro Plaza. Giannino's offers pizza, chicken, and JoJo's, along with hot Italian subs. Have Giannino's cater your next party or event. You can call Giannino's at 330-626-4700. Your engineer for today's game has been Marcelo Vecchio.
I'm Braden Posek.
And I'm Trevor Kimlowski. Have a good day.